Welcome to part 2 of our review of Star Trek The Motion Picture. This is Rachel Watches Star Trek. If you haven't watched the first video, part 1, get over there and do that, don't be silly.
The intruder is Ilea. Oh, but it's not really Ilea. No, it is a meat puppet version of Ilea, or a replicant, really.
Yeah, it's not really her body, kind of.
No, but it is constructed from a scan of her body at the molecular level. So it's a pretty good replicant.
A belted pillowcase never looked so good. And did V'Ger give her those gold shoes?
Those are all very good questions that are unanswered in this movie, unfortunately. But V'Ger is coming to Earth because he's looking for his creator.
Oh.
Huh? Where Nomad has gone before.
I've heard it called that.
There's a reason.
Probe Ilea has the feels for Decker still.
She sure does.
So they send them off together to see if they can get that fired up a bit more. They go to the rec room. That's new, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's fancy. They got touch screen gaming.
It's the future.
In the old one, they had to wait for Uhura to sing and Spock to play the lute, or some hippies to show up if they wanted any entertainment.
Yeah. Good old days. What is Spock up to?
He's going to go thrusting through that sphincter. Another 20-minute shot of that. There's planets in there, a Klingon ship, a giant Ilea. She'd be a good date for the infinite Vulcan giant Spock.
Oh, yeah. A love connection? He tries to mind meld with her, but it blows his mind. And himself, physically, back through the sphincter.
Yeah. Which turns him into friendly, smiling, hand-holding Spock. V'Ger has pure logic and a universe of knowledge, but is asking questions, looking for meaning. Is this all I am, he seems to be saying. Spock realizes how much he was losing in his attempt to achieve Kolinar.
Yeah, and I think this is a big character moment for Spock, and it just kind of gets lost in the plot. Just kind of a bummer, yeah.
Meanwhile, V'Ger is signaling Earth by radio and positioning energy bolts capable of destroying all life on Earth.
Yeah.
But Kirk has a plan. Here we go.
Yeah, he tells Ilea that, oh wait, I know why the creator hasn't answered, but I have to meet the creator to tell him.
He's good. This is why he's here.
Yeah, exactly. They negotiate, and it's time to meet V'Ger in person. 17 kilometers inside the vessel.
Whoa. Meanwhile, Spock has been crying for V'Ger as for a brother. Like Spock when he came aboard, V'Ger is empty and searching.
Yeah. Now, this crying bit, though, it doesn't really feel like it's in character for Spock.
It's a stretch.
Yeah.
V'Ger makes them an oxygen gravity platform. No life support belts anymore.
Oh, no. We don't see those again after the animated series.
Oh. Turns out V'Ger is Voyager 6.
Yeah.
And the real Voyager 1 and 2 were launched 2 years before this movie.
That's right. Yeah.
And they still transmit data. I love that. That's my favourite fact of doing this. It's amazing. Why didn't I know that?
It's amazing technology that they devised in the 1960s, 70s,
Humans,
and 80s. Voyager was embraced by a machine planet who built it into a gigantic vessel to store all the data it encountered, and it allowed it to return home.
Why did they make it that big, though? That's silly.
Well, it's the 1970s. They had no idea how small computers would be in the future.
Oh, okay. They imagined that you just need so much more space to store that amount of data.
Yeah.
Right. Uhura finds the NASA code for Voyager 6, but V'Ger insists on joining with the creator. Decker volunteers to help it evolve a human quality and offers to merge with it.
Hot. The best friends gang congratulate themselves on seeing the evolution of a new life form and giving it a great start.
Then Kirk says, "Let's go." Where? Oh, just out there, space.
He just wants to tool around. Give it a bit of a whirl,
Yeah, he's back in his ship and he just wants to love her.
Concepts.
I am giving concept points for Kirk being dangerously out of touch with the Enterprise. Even though that was jarring, I thought it was interesting. Spock empathizing with V'Ger in that pure logic turned out to be empty.
Yeah.
And Spock grew to appreciate his human side and emotion more.
Yeah, but they didn't really give it the time it deserved.
I liked V'Ger's concept of the creator as a machine and that it saw humans as an infestation that needed to be removed.
I liked the transhumanism aspect to it, where Ilea became this higher being, but then also how Decker had to integrate with V'ger to elevate V'ger.
Yeah. I liked finding out that the creator was NASA.
Mm-hmm.
I'm giving it 8.5 out of 10.
I'll give it a 7. Entertainment.
I think I must have been in the right mood for it because I didn't mind the endless shots of visual effects. I loved the music and I thought it was beautiful.
Yeah. Okay, I've got a quote from Leonard Nimoy. I think Robert Weiss and Gene Roddenberry were looking for a 2001 A Space Odyssey kind of thing, like Stanley Kubrick had done. A cool, cold, we're out here in space and it's kind of quiet and things are moving very slowly. We had the Star Trek people, but it didn't use us as Star Trek characters very well.
Huh. I can see that. But having gone through the whole animated series prior to this, I was just enjoying seeing a competent, high-budget show.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people felt that way in 1979 when this movie came out.
It wasn't that well received, was it?
No, but watching this again, it's better than I remembered it being. I mean, obviously there wasn't as much action as there would normally be in an episode of Star Trek.
No Fu!
No Kirk Fu. And no real monsters wrestling with anybody.
Yeah.
Or phasers getting shot.
Or Uhura doing kicks and cartwheels and fan dances.
That's from the Futurama cartoon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was never in the original series.
I enjoyed the introductions of our favourite classic characters, although it was a shame Uhura, Sulu and Chekhov didn't really have anything to do.
No.
Lovely music,
Yeah.
great visual effects. Heard it was very difficult getting those visual effects done. And I'm going to give it 7 out of 10 for entertainment.
Seven's right. Yeah, 7.
Yeah. It gets only 42% on Rotten Tomatoes. And one of the reviews said, not so much a movie as a sort of giant display case. Can you see that?
I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty accurate.
And another, this 1979 movie adaptation is blandness raised to an epic level.
I wouldn't say that. That's a little harsh.
It is harsh.
Yeah.
Sexiness. Ilea, a pillowcase, never looked so good.
Yeah.
Beautiful in the bald. Eyebrows, face, gorgeous. I thought Shatner looked quite good, actually.
Oh, yeah. This is, you really get his tooth in full power there. But no, it didn't bother you.
No, he had a bit of his twinkle back, I thought.
Yeah, I think, he was probably excited to be in a movie, you know?
Well, sure.
It's great stuff.
I give it 3 out of 5 for sexiness. You?
3 out of 5. So subscribe to the podcast, Rachel Watches Star Trek, for more information on this and more drama.
Yeah, we've got gossip at the end of it, particularly Gene Roddenberry's involvement and how they started to boot him out. I think is very interesting. And the visual effects debacle, as it's called. Yeah. And then we're moving on to The Wrath of Khan.
That'll be exciting. And with that, I'm Chris Lackey.
And I'm Rachel Lackey.
And you've been listening to
Rachel Watches Star Trek.